Happy morning, dear friends. Here's Dr. Rajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss on matrix inverse. The matrix inverse is central to solving matrix equations in practical applications, including fitting statistical model to data. Okay, before going on to the discussion, let me just include the necessary libraries, import the NumPy library and assign it as like alias NP. And next it is for matplotlib. Yes, dear friends, this imports the plotting module pyplot from matplotlib and aliases as PLT. And dear friends, of course, we are also including this import Hilbert. Yes, this is exact functions to create Hilbert matrices for numerical analysis and stability testing. And yes, dear friends, we have included the warnings. Yes, this imports Python's built-in warnings modules, so which allow control over warning messages generated during execution. And yes, we have just included the default parameters. Yes, for the font size and enabling the grids and setting the transparency of the grid lines to 30%. And of course, the font size for all text in plot to 12 points. Yes, and yeah, closing the dictionary and applies all the configuration updates. We have just, let me include this and execute this. Yes, of course, we have the version as NumPy version with 2.3.5. We are just going to discuss important functionalities, uniqueness of inverse matrix. Dear friends, so far we learned what an inverse matrix is and how to compute. But now an interesting questions arise. Can a matrix have two different inverse? In other words, could there be one matrix like we have B and acts as an inverse of A and another matrix C that also the inverse of A? And dear friends, the answer is no. An invertible matrix has exactly one inverse. Okay, let me just discuss that. Dear friends, suppose just for a sake of argument, let A has a 2 inverse. Okay, we just have B and C, and since B is an inverse, we know. So kindly just observe, we have a matrix A, okay, and towards its inverse, A inverse. But let me just call two things. One is B and C. Since B is inverse, we know AB, which is equal to Y, where I is an identity matrix. And here, similarly for C, we have AC, which is equal to I. Now assume B and C is not equal. We will see if this assumption is actually possible. So we will start with a matrix C itself. Multiplying any matrix by the identity matrix does not change it. So here, if I just go with C, which is equal to Ci. So this is simply the identity property. Now let me replace the identity matrix I with AB. What happens? So here C, which is equal to C of AB. Now next comes an important property of matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication is associative. That means we can regroup the brackets without changing the order. So here C of AB becomes CA of B. So notice that we have not changed the order of multiplication. We have only changed the grouping. Now look carefully. What is the CA? Since C is the inverse of A, we know CA is equal to I. Remember, an inverse satisfies both AC is equal to I and CA is equal to I. So we replace this CA with the identity matrix. Okay. So now here it becomes IB. Again, multiplying by identity matrix changes nothing. What happens? B. So this IB, now it becomes C. Putting everything together, now we know C, which is equal to B. This is a contradiction, enough. And whenever a mathematical assumption leads to a contradiction, the assumption must be false. So therefore, our original assumptions that a matrix could have two different inverse is impossible. Hence, an invertible matrix has one and only one inverse. Well, why is this important in machine learning? Dear friend, kindly just think about this. This uniqueness gives us confidence when solving matrix equation. For an example, let I just give you one thing. So kindly just see here, AX is equal to P. And here, using X which is equal to A inverse B, we never have to worry about getting multiply answers because of multiple inversion. There is only one inverse, which means there is only one transformation that exactly reverses the effect of A. So this makes inverse based computation reliable in, of course, linear regression, computer vision, or graphic transformation, robotics, signal processing, scientific computing, and interesting observation. Oh God! Here's something worth remembering. The uniqueness property applies only to invertible matrix. If a matrix is singular, meaning its determinant is 0, then it does not have an ordinary inverse. Instead, we often use something called Moore-Penrose pseudo-inverse. Interestingly, there can be many generalized pseudo-inverse for a singular matrix. And dear friends, however, the Moore-Penrose pseudo-inverse is special because it is the unique minimum norm pseudo-inverse. That's why it is widely used in machine learning, especially in least square problem, a linear regression, and neural network optimization. Okay, here I just give you a small remembering. Kindly just keep it in mind. Dear friends, if a matrix is invertible, its inverse is unique. So there is one matrix that undoes the transformation and only one. So this seemingly simple result is one of the fundamental reasons why inverse matrices are so powerful in linear algebra and machine learning. Hope I think this exact session it would be useful. So kindly like this video, share it with someone starting their data science or machine learning or generative AI journey, and subscribe to Demystify with Ajay for more such real world explanation. Thanks for watching, dear friends. See you in the next video.